It may seem strange to think and talk about something as minor as pronouns, but in Shakespeare's play, certain pronouns do play an important role. Today we refer to someone else, at least in English, by using the word you, irrespective of your social class or how familiar you are with someone. But in Shakespeare's plays there are more options, and these give the audience an indication of how the characters relate to each other. And this is why the pronouns thee, thou and you are referred to as the pronouns of power. They tell you something about the social status of characters or the attitude of one character to another. For example, a servant or lower class character will refer to a higher class person as you. In contrast, the higher class person tends to refer to the lower class person as thou. Why? Well, it tells you that the higher class person is reinforcing his or her position in society. If we look at this example, you can see Portia in The Merchant of Venice when she talks to Shylock. She says, "Art thou contented, Jew? What dost thou say?" And at some point Shylock replies to Portia, "I pray you give me leave to go from hence." And the Duke then replies to him saying, "Get thee gone." So here the Christian hierarchy in Venice is distinguishing themselves from what they regard as an inferior person, Shylock, by using the word thou. But there are also situations where upper class characters begin by referring to each other as you, but then change to using thou. There's an example in Twelfth Night where Olivia speaks formally when she first meets Viola, who, confusingly, is a girl dressed as a boy. And she begins to become interested in him. And she says, "What is your parentage?" But later, as she begins to fall in love with Cesario, we hear her say, "I'll be sworn thou art." Another example is when Hamlet talks intimately to Ophelia. He says, "Go thy ways to a nunnery." But then as he becomes suspicious of her behaviour, he says, "Where's your father?" I won't labour the point here, other than to say the use of thee, thou and you is not simply archaic. It represents a relationship or an attitude, and we should look out for the ways these words are used in the plays because they offer us important insights. Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and subscribe now so that you never miss any of my future posts.